Excuse the AC I have running on in the background if you hear a little whirring sound going off, but it's been pretty much a month since Nintendo or Furukawa was like, hey, Switch successors coming in the next fiscal year. Be prepared for the June Direct that's coming, but it won't specify anything regarding this Switch successor. And we got that announcement this morning. Join us for a direct live stream on Switch games, coming for second half of 2024. There will be no mention of the Switch successor during this presentation. June 18th, 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern. Roughly 40 minutes long, too. It's the big one. Yeah, it's like, this is basically E3 season, so obviously E3's dead, but yeah, people think, oh, well, actually, this thing is going to be 40 minutes. But also, it's going to be a bit of a cliche period for the next year or so. I say cliche because we're on the cusp of a new system. I'm not going to make it this video. You're going to see another video. It's going to be one of millions that you're going to see other creators make. They're like, oh, it's very retrospective, pretty much. Just like going over the highs and lows. Well, there's been a lot of highs for this Switch era. Just looking back on what this console generation was, as it was a really long one, but it was also just really wild. It was crazy. It was an insane time to be a Nintendo fan, to care about Nintendo systems, you know. That's gonna be a whole other video. Like, I'm not gonna be the first one, you know. I'm kind of just gonna be one of a million, just being like, damn, this console is kind of good. Well, there's gonna be a lot more than just that, but this Direct very well could be the last we could get a September one. If there's one Nintendo Direct you could always count on, it's always the one in September. Those tend to be the most consistent ones compared to the June ones or the early, like, February, March ones, the early year Nintendo Directs. You could always bet on the September ones, but like, once in a blue moon they'll skip out. I think this time there's definitely a chance because they could just save a trailer or a presentation for the next system because that successor's coming in less than a year or so. Or at least we're gonna know about it in less than a year. If you couldn't tell, this whole video is gonna be off the cuff. But yeah, no, it's a little sad. It's weird, but it's a little sad because I've technically been through this like once or twice before. Predictions for this Direct, I'm not gonna lie, there's not really that much I could think of. If you ask me one specific, if there's one game I'm like almost 100% certain it's gonna be there, it's probably gonna be a new Mario Party. It's been 3 years since Superstars dropped, and Superstars dropped 3 years after Super Mario Party came out. 3 years, I think, would be a decent life expectancy for a new Mario Party every now and then. If I get a new Mario Party, that's all I need. Because before they said, like, 40 minutes makes me think this is going to be a meaty Direct. But I always kind of assumed, I talked with one of my best friends about this too, that like he's going to be happy if they didn't announce that many big things, because then that basically means Nintendo's going to really hold their cards close to their chest. They're really going to save a lot of the bigger heavy hitter first party games for the next system. They may not save it for Switch 1, but like there might be a surprise in here, assuming this thing's 40 minutes long. That's usually one of the meatier lengthed Nintendo Directs. But as far as, like, big major, like, first-party games I could probably think of, well, obviously they're going to show Luigi's Mansion 2 HD, because that comes out this Friday. It could be like, hey, guys, go pick up Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. But, Metroid Prime 2 HD, maybe 3 HD. They remastered the other Metroid Prime games. I brought that up in a previous video, but I'm also going to bring this up, too. It's like 50-50, they're going to reveal Prime 4 here. Be like, this is the Switch's swan song. Here's Prime 4 after waiting like 7 years. They could drop it for Switch 1. They may save it for the next system. I think it's 50-50 at this point. Like, I genuinely think it could be 50-50. Big major surprise at the end, though, if it's not Prime 4. You could call this the Copium Dream, because like it's been over a decade since he got a new Donkey Kong game. I couldn't tell you which one it could be. Could be a new 2D game. I know Retro Studios has been working on Prime 4. Could also be a new 3D game, because it's been that leak/rumor for a really long time. That's pretty much the extent of my prediction. You know, I'm not expecting it, but God forbid if they remake another Mario and Luigi game, and if they remake Partners in Time, because they've been remaking like Mario RPGs consistently, direct after direct. It's like, here's Mario RPG, the literal next direct after that, here's Thousand Year Door. We didn't get a direct in February, so we just had to wait. So chances we could get a Mario and Luigi game. I could just be talking just sheer coincidence though. I'll be shocked, but I'll also be not shocked if they announce a remake of a Mario & Luigi game. I'll be shocked if it's Partners in Time. It's weird, I know, it's a little bit of a contradiction. That's the word I'm looking for. I'm tired, but I don't know, like, I haven't uploaded in forever. I've been really busy. Been really, really busy. I really wish I could be making more content, but like, finances kicking me in the ass for like the 9th time. It's to be expected though. That's why you can tell I'm doing this off the cuff, because I can't really muster up. I can't make the time because I'm gonna be going out later. Then I'm gonna be doing something later after that, and then I'm probably gonna be doing like a lot of DoorDash the day after. Real life shenanigans. You're not here for that. You're here for Nintendo Direct and Nintendo news. Yeah, I couldn't tell you a lot of other predictions other than what I just said. I would ask for Kid Icarus Uprising HD, because if I could get Thousand Year Door remade, I could definitely get Kid Icarus on an HD console remade. At the same time, though, we're like near the end of the Switch's life, so if they send out Kid Icarus, any Kid Icarus, it's pretty much being sent out there to die. Just looking at WarioWare or a couple other series, because I really wish we had sales numbers for Thousand Year Door, but I know Peach Showtime and Mario vs. Donkey Kong. Well, Mario vs. Donkey Kong is its own other thing, but 1 million. Every Mario game's destined to sell 1 million now, which is good in its own way. But that's Mario, that's not Kid Icarus. Kid Icarus is like one of the most niche franchises you could think of, up there with Nintendo. It's probably about as niche, if not slightly nicher than F-Zero, I'm not even kidding. But, well, like, I got a new game. It's a whole other discussion, but, yeah. Direct tomorrow. I gotta wake up early tomorrow. Give me your thoughts in the comments. The idea, not the fact, the idea this could be Nintendo's last, the Switch's, oh my god, the Switch's last major direct. Tell me how it feels in comments. Or at least do you think this might be the last direct for the Switch itself? If they have like 1 or 2 major surprises in here, maybe not, but if they could do the same thing that they did the first half of this year, in that early March, February direct, the 1 or 2 like major games, they just give like their own trailers and people just look forward to that later on, and then they do a trailer for the next console, because that's basically what they did last year. Not last year, fuck. The Wii U, because it was just Breath of the Wild and Paper Mario Color Splash. Breath of the Wild took up Nintendo's E3 that year. There wasn't any direct. They just had a trailer for the Switch. Then Color Splash came out like a little bit after. People just had to think about Breath of the Wild, but then Breath of the Wild was revealed for Switch, and then the Mario Kart, and then Splatoon 2, and then all these other games. Alright, I'm gonna go. You're gonna see a lot of stutters and rambles, because I've been busy. This is the best I can manage right now. It sucks. I hate it too, but yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you all when they do this direct. I gotta watch that Sonic X Shadow Generations trailer. It's been over a week and I haven't actually watched it yet. I need to like give my actual thoughts on that. Okay, honestly, I literally made a little review for Inside Out 2 because I saw it last Friday. But then I had to do DoorDash Saturday and Sunday. And then I got down, it's like, hey, go pick up some screws for me, thank you. Like, as soon as I have to, it's like, I'm gonna make a video, I'm gonna run, and then I'm gonna do DoorDash. But then as soon as I tell you, I say, hey, can you pick up these screws for me? So then I'm like, well, so much for making the video. I finished the script, but it's like, you gotta record, and then you gotta cut out the fluff, and then you gotta edit the whole thing, and like, process. It takes a couple hours, you know what I mean? But I'm starting to think, like, it might be too late. Pixar and Disney films are huge, so maybe it's not too late, even if, like, for the rest of this week, just hypothetically, if I put it out anytime this week, it might not be too late, but I also kind of want to save what I have for a bigger review, because it's spoiler free, but I kind of want to talk about the spoilery stuff. But it's also like, oh, save it for the big major review. But I've been doing that for Invincible. I've been doing that for Mario Wonder. I've been doing that for 2 different Paper Mario videos now. So it's just like, oh, I save it for this thing. But like, when is it gonna come? You know, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. All right, stay super. Sorry for the ramble.